Greetings, my beautiful lovelies, it's Emmy. Welcome back. Today's video is sponsored by Simple Health, care that fits you and your life. Simple Health makes birth control easy, accessible, affordable, and discreet. So the way it works is really simple. You just go online, you fill out a health form that will be reviewed by a licensed doctor. They will then see if you're a good fit for birth control and then make recommendations and then follow up with a prescription. The prescription will be filled. If you have health insurance, most likely it will be covered. If not, it works out to be as low as $15 a month. And then the birth control is shipped to your location, absolutely free. There's no need to go to the pharmacy, no need to wait in line, and no need to worry that there'll be any lapses in your birth control, which is a huge deal. I remember when I graduated from college, I was concerned about this and actually got a full year prescription in advance so that I wouldn't have any lapses in my prescription. But with something like Simple Health, I wouldn't have to worry about that. It would just arrive right at my doorstep, right on time. And I support this because I think it's really important that people have the tools to make decisions that will affect their futures and the rest of their lives. Simple Health is not a replacement for routine checkups with your doctor. So if you'd like to try Simple Health for free, click the link down below or head over to simplehealth.com/Emmy or use the code Emmy at checkout. Big thanks to Simple Health for sponsoring this video and for their continued support. Now today I'm going to be making something that was suggested by one of you in one of my last videos, and it is for edible towels. Edible towels, what is that and why would you want to eat a towel? So I had never heard of edible towels before, and apparently this has become popular in the ASMR community. ASMR, Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, huge genre here on YouTube, and it's a class of videos where people elicit this response. People either feel tingles or just feel euphoric or happy listening to these sounds. And a lot of these videos involve eating. People eating different things, crunchy things, squishy things. So if you're not into those sounds, and you probably don't know these videos and you probably wouldn't like watching them. At any rate, there is a channel called Abby ASMR where she has these edible towels and eats them. And from my understanding, she makes them herself. Please let me know in the comments below if you've ever seen these for sale. I have not, but the world is a big place. Please let me know. So basically it's a crepe or a crepe, a very thin pancake that contains some kind of filling, and it is rolled and then dusted in a powder to make it look fuzzy. And then it looks like a towel and you can eat them. So before I even start, let's talk about the difference between crepe and crepe. And there is no difference. It's the same word, just different pronunciation. Crepe is more of the US pronunciation, while crepe is more of the French pronunciation. So just because of the way I speak, I oftentimes mingle things together. So I will probably be using either word interchangeably, but it's the same word, just pronounced a little bit differently. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. So I looked up a bunch of crepe recipes and I decided to adapt mine from Alton Brown's. I'll put his original one down in the description below in case you're interested. In the recipes that I looked up, most of them said that it's good to allow the batter to have some resting time, so I made mine in advance. But it's really simple because you can do it all in a blender, and if you don't have a blender, you can just do it with a whisk and a bowl as well. So in your blender, you're going to combine 2 eggs, 3/4 cup of milk, 1/2 cup of water, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of melted butter, a pinch of salt, and 2.5 tablespoons of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And you're just gonna whiz this all up until everything is combined. So I'm gonna be doing 2 types of crepes, and so to half of my batter, I added a 1/2 teaspoon of matcha powder, which is ground green tea powder, and then put it in the refrigerator and let it rest for an hour. So while the batter is resting, this is a good time to make the filling, and you can put anything you like inside your crepe. I'm going to be using a combination of whipped cream and cream cheese, kind of like a mascarpone, like tiramisu, kind of thick cream inside, along with some fresh fruit. Fold that all up and it should be lovely. So here's a cup of whipping cream. This has been kept in the refrigerator. It's a good idea to keep this nice and cold. It will make the whipping process a little bit easier. So a cup of whipping cream. Don't want the cord in there. I don't want the cord in there. All right, here we go. Okay. That's pretty good right there. See that? 1 package of cream cheese here, and that's at room temperature. Pinch of salt to that, and add some powdered sugar. I'm going to start with 1/2 cup, tiny splash of vanilla, and just combine that all together. And give this a little taste. I think I'm gonna add another 1/2 cup. It's pretty good as it is, but we're gonna combine that with the whipped cream. Now we're gonna add some of this whipped cream in here. I'm gonna fold that in there to kind of lighten things up. So right now we have two really different consistencies. This is pretty thick, while our whipped cream is very light. So add a little whipped cream in there will kind of assist combining the two textures. Fold that in there. Now just add the rest of the whipped cream. And let's give this one little taste. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Oh, plastic wrap doesn't reach. Just want to use one piece. Oh, come on, just stretch a little bit more. Love it when you're playing. Oh, God, no. You're so close. Okay. All right, fine. That's close enough. No. It's not close enough, actually. Fine, I will use 2 pieces. Place this in the refrigerator and keep it cool until we're ready to use it. Batters have been resting in the refrigerator for a couple hours now, so they are ready to make our crepes. Alrighty, so I've got a pan here. I'm super excited to try this out. This is a non-stick. They called it a kamal. I found it at the Asian market locally, and it says it's induction friendly, although my induction burner has been kind of fritzy lately. My medium, low, and medium buttons do not work, but I can reduce it this way. So I think I'm gonna set it for about 330 degrees. I am in the market to getting a new induction burner. This one has been good to me. I actually got it on clearance at Target. Yeah. The fan makes this pretty loud. So if you have any recommendations to an induction burner that you like, I'd love to hear about it. Let me know down in the comments. I'm using some ghee, which is a clarified butter, just less likely to burn, and I'm gonna wipe much of it off. Wow, this pan is getting hot. I'm gonna reduce that down. This is the original batter. I'm using a 1/4 cup. Ooh, that pan is hot. They always say the first crepe is the bad crepe. This is the first time I've made crepes, by the way, so that's why this is looking like this. So I need to spread my batter out faster. Okay, so get rid of that, and we will reduce the temperature down. Tilt it, add a little bit more. This is why they have those crepe batter dispensers that go like this. Yeah, I think that's what I need. Why are you beeping? Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to rethink this. Okay, so this is not good because I need this crepe batter. Crepes are not working, so I think, all right, so what I think I need to do here is make myself a tool. If I took, I've got a push pin with a dowel that I just stuck a hole in. Would that work? And I'm going to use 1/3 cup of a measuring spoon this time. No, not working. Not working, not working. Oh my gosh, look at this. What a disaster. Oh no. It does smell good. It smells like a ice cream stand, nice and vanilla, but my crepes look like garbage. Alton, have you failed me? I don't know. Okay. They make it look so easy in all those videos. They're like, oh, and you pour the batter and you swirl it around and that's that. Add some butter. Okay. This is frustrating. That was so unsatisfying. Oh. Alrighty, my lovelies, I'm back. It's been several hours. several hours of frustration, but I managed to get some passable crepes. Yes! 3 batches. I had to make 3 batches of this, and it's not Alton's fault. I was about to fault the recipe, but it wasn't his fault. I had to problem check a few things, and I discovered that the pan was also okay as well. It was my source of heat, so I ended up cooking the crepes on my stovetop over here, which had a bigger flame and was more even, and so that helped. Also, what helped was to use the correct amount of batter. I don't think I was using enough to get to spread all over the pan, so I found for the pan that I had, I needed about 3/4 of a cup of batter. I think what also helped was having the right technique. I had to make sure to shake the pan really vigorously and do a preliminary swirl to get the batter to distribute evenly all over the pan. I even tried using this skillet. This is my non-stick skillet. It's made by Green Pan, and I've owned this pan for just a few months. I don't use it much. I just use it to cook eggs, and the eggs stick. This is no longer non-stick, even though the surface is perfectly smooth and shiny and looks like it should be non-stick. It's not, and that makes me upset. So I'm getting rid of this pan. I will not ever buy Green Pan again, and I don't recommend anyone buying these pans because they don't work. Okay, enough of that. Like I said, I made 2 more batches of batter. When I mixed up my matcha batter, I made sure to put in a full teaspoon of matcha powder to a half batch, and I got a much greener color. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? I think I also just got better at making them. Yes, practice, I think, goes a long way. These are the plain vanilla version, and these turned out beautifully as well. So I'm taking 2 crepes and I'm overlapping them. And now I'm going to use some of this filling that we made. Put it right down the middle. Now I'm going to use some raspberries and pop some of those in there. Now I'm going to fold this up. Okay, so it looks kind of like a big omelet or something, but I think what's really going to make this look fuzzy like a towel is the dusting part. And I'm going to be dusting this with kinakol, which is toasted soy powder. So I noticed in Abby ASMR, the ends are really well dusted. And I'm just going to dust away very, very liberally. Oh my gosh, it does look like fabric. That's crazy. It's totally working. Dust away. So really, really dust it. I want to cover up all the kind of smooth bits of the crepe. We want this to look fuzzy. Okay, so now we're going to repeat the same process, but this time with the green crepes. For this one, I'm going to be using some caramelized white chocolate. I made this for my not fried chicken ice cream. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put the link down below. And this is what I use to coat the ice cream. So I'm going to just give this a good drizzle. This is going to be amazing. So we're going to do the same thing with the dusting, but this time we're going to use the matcha powder and dust it so it looks fabricy. This is so great. It's so kind of magical how it transforms it. Ah, matcha smells so good too. Oh my gosh, all that failure makes victory all the sweeter. Here we have it, the edible, I just popped matcha powder all over the place, the edible towel. All right, I'm gonna take some pictures and then I shall eat this thing, just like a burrito. Yes, 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 yes. Here they are. I had this little scrap piece of countertop and these look so great. After all of that failure, success tastes so sweet, although I don't know exactly how sweet yet because I have not tasted these, but I have to say, after all of that effort, especially the failures, this makes me so, so happy. And big thanks to lovely Naomi Roja, who left this suggestion in the comments. Before then, I had never heard of edible towels, and here I am at 10:45 at night about to taste these delectable, beautiful things. Let's cut into the kinako one first. And this is the plain vanilla crepe with the cream filling and raspberries. Oh, that looks fine. Itadakimasu. Oh man, is that delicious. That cream filling is fantastic. You get a little bit of the tanginess from the cream cheese. Then it's fluffy and light like whipped cream, but a little bit denser. The amount of sweetness is perfect. And then you've got a little bit of raspberry for some textural variety, and then of course your raspberry flavor and some tartness. The kinako is lovely. It's a little bit nutty, kind of like peanut butter. It's dusty on the outside, and then you've got the crepe, which kind of holds everything together. It's soft and tender with a little kiss of vanilla. Oh my word, yes. Fantastic. I'm so happy. Not only did this turn out, but it tastes amazing too. So happy. Okay, this is the green tea crepe filled with the same cream cheese, whipped cream, along with caramelized white chocolate. Oh, yeah. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Here we go. Ooh, that's nice as well. And the matcha is strong. Of course, this is ground green tea after all. We sprinkled it, but I didn't sprinkle too much of it, but I love how velvety it got. Isn't that amazing? So it has a bitterness, and it really goes well with the sweetness of the cream. The little bits of white chocolate are nice in there too, and have a lovely vanilla chocolate, but caramelized flavor to them. I think I could have even put more of the chocolate in there because the matcha powder is bitter, so to balance out that bitterness, I think a little bit more sweet would have been even nicer. So there you have it, my lovelies. That's how you make edible towels. They are a bit of work, but if you've made crepes before, then this should be a no-brainer for you. I had not, so there was definitely a bit of a learning curve for me. If anything, now you have a crepe recipe. I certainly don't expect you to make edible towels, but definitely recommend making that filling, adding some fruit, and having a nice little Sunday brunch. But I, on the other hand, am going to continue with my little midnight snack. So delicious. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and big thanks to Simple Health for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to try Simple Health for free, click the link down below or head over to simplehealth.com/Emmy or use Emmy at checkout. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo. Take care. Bye. Bye. Give me more.